Hello and welcome back to the Gadget Man 369 channel. Today we're gonna hopefully finish this rocket nozzle bayonet motor mount system. Let's see if we have enough time today. We're gonna finish this build, and this ought to be one of the more interesting days. It probably will be a longer video. Yeah, last week we got this completed. You should have all this all nice and neat, just like that. Give it a twist. We'll put that aside. Also, we're gonna need this two-layer sheet that we made on that first video. Okay, I'll leave that in there for now. If we get around to getting to put that in there. That's it. That little red light comes on, and then I don't know what the heck to say. Alright, without further ado, let's get this build going. Okay, you might want to look at this drawing. This is what we're gonna, one of the two drawings that we're gonna make. You can pause the video and carefully check this out. All these dimensions are going to be done really accurately. Okay, this radius here has to be spot on. This edge right, this line right here has to be absolutely spot on, and so is this. So when you cut all that out, it has to be perfect. You might want to, you know, cut that out here. Make it real good so when it's assembled it'll be like not sitting there lopsided. Now if you notice these lines here, we're going to lay all those lines out but not cut them out. These are slits. Okay, you notice there is a 0.312 in between these big ones, all the big ones, all the same. Yeah, bam bam bam. Just like that, okay? When these are cut after this thing is all glued up and everything, then we cut this, and then what we do is you put a little glue right there on that, and then you bring this over to that line, keeping it straight as possible, okay? And the same for this one here, the shorter ones, okay? Let me explain this. Yeah, all these are going to be all cut and glued up first, and then we're going to cut across that line, and then we're going to cut on this line again from here to there. That's after it's glued up. It'll actually be cut along there, and then the overlap, the next overlap will be the same as the other ones. Okay, I got one over here. It's 0.062. That's for all these short ones. This will become a short one after the first initial glue up. Okay, so that's going to be the same on all these. Short, 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 short. But like I said, all the long ones will be done separately. Okay, and that overlap is bigger, it's twice as big as that one. And then we'll come back and cut actually along that line on all the long ones to make twice as many short ones. This is what gives the cone the shape. Anyway, that's that. Let me put the next one up here. Oops, upside down. Don't want that. This is the nozzle bulkhead. Okay, that's going to go on the inside of that nozzle on final assembly of this thing. So you can pause this, zoom in, print it up, do whatever you like. But that's gonna, if we get to that today, that'll be what we're gonna be doing. Okay, let's get rid of that. And let's bring, I'm gonna scrap piece of paper. I think that'll be enough. Okay. let's turn this around where we can read it. Okay, so now we're gonna get our calipers, and we are going to do this one first. Okay, so that's a radius. So you got 2.260, just like that. Tighten it, double check it, make sure it didn't move. Okay, now I'm going to take this. Let's see, can I do that here? I think I'm going to do that here. Okay, I'm going to put this up a little bit, because that's more than 90 degrees. That's going to be, make a couple of small holes, don't make them too big. Okay, now let's take our compass, give it a little sharpen. Okay, where's that hole? Boy, this is really a precision measurement. A little bit bigger. Okay. Boy, I know how that likes to move, but I'm gonna go like that. Is that correct? Oh shoot, it moved. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. It's this crazy compass again. Come on, man. You're nervous, you shake. Okay, there's that little, that's amazing how much that moved. Okay, if I could zoom in, there's that dot in there. I'm trying to get the lid to go perfectly. Jeez Louise. Okay, now let's see. Tricky. Locks it in there. I don't know if I really like this compass or not. Okay, there. Now I got the compass tightened. I'm gonna go ahead and erase that line again. All right, let's get that back in the hole. Back in the hole. Double check this again. Good, it's going right over the top of that little tick mark. Okay, just like that. Next measurement. Okay, let's see. Let's go with the big one there. Okay, let's see. 5.5 radius. Just like that. Okay. Okay. Yeah, always draw this one first because that requires the most accuracy. And this one, if you want, you can make it any size you want. There we go, look at that, right on the money. Go across here, like that. Okay, good, that's that one. Now, take this, blow that all over everywhere again. Okay, now we have that inner one there. Let's see, 3.865. Okay, that's the next one. I'll also make the tick mark for the next one while I'm here. Okay, 3.865. This one here is 4.685. 4.685. Right there. Just like that. Yeah, laying this thing out is what's going to take the longest. Okay, let's see. Actually, assembling it just takes a couple of minutes. Gonna make that. These are just reference lines. Okay, like that. There we go. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead, make sure that's right on the money there. I'm gonna make that at a little angle there. Yeah, somebody's trying to get me here. Let's see, they can wait till after I'm done filming. Now I'm gonna look at this point straight down. Okay, now you look on your drawing, we got 100 and 103. There's your 100. That can't be right. Let's see. Yeah, okay. I didn't need to go so far. Or is it over here? Let's see. Oh, don't make that mistake. Don't use that one. Use this one. Okay. Okay, there's 100 degrees. That's real important, this one. 1, 2, 3. Okay, that's the glue tab. Okay, good. Now you're going to come over here. Let's see, let's do this. Start here first. And check that. Oops, see, that's off a little bit. You're off a little bit on that, man. That's going to not make it fit good. There we go. Okay. This one's next. That one's not as important. That's just a glue tab. Okay. Now, this part's going to take a little bit. We're going to use the calculator to help us out. Okay, let's see. We got to find an angle. Okay, let's see. Where is it? Looking for it. There it is. Okay, 6.25 degrees. So you're going to put this on here. Going to line that perfectly back up to that. Yes, I'm looking over the top of this so I can make sure it's accurate. Boy, I sure don't like looking at those numbers because these are the ones. Let's go this way. I think. Yeah, that's better. Look at the numbers up there. Should have went from this way to start with. Okay. Now we're going to draw those from this line, not that one, okay? So, 6.25. 6.25. It's okay to just eyeball that. Okay. Now, let's see. You know what? Here's a smart idea. I didn't do that before. We're going to tape this sucker down. Like this. That way, it's not gonna move. Hey! Okay, here's the trick. Okay, 6.25 plus 6.25 equals. Okay, these are degrees, okay? Boy, left-handed. Okay, 12 and a half. 1, 2, there's 12, 12.5. Okay, Now come back over here, plus 6.25, 1875, there's 1875, I'm kind of eyeballing that in between those, okay, plus 6.25, okay, 25 degrees, plus 6.25, okay, 31.25, 31.25. This is the most accurate way I could figure out to do it. If you sit there and turn this and put it all on there, it'll be all off. 6.25, we're just doing this in increments of 6.25, 37 and a half. That's an easy one. 6.25, 43.75. 1, 2, 3, 75. Okay, 6.25, 50. Okay, 6.25. I'm hitting that plus key. That automatically will give you a plus on here, and then you just type in the 6.25 in there again. 56.25. There's 56.25. Okay, 6.25, 62 and a half, 6.25, monotonous, isn't it? 68.75, 68.75, 6.25, 75. 81.25, 87 and a half, 5, 6, 7 and a half, 93.75, 1, 2, 3, 75, and then another should come out to 100. Bam, just like that. Now we got that. Set that aside. Pull the tape off. I'm going to put the tape over off to the side in case I need it again. Probably will. Boy, I'm going to pull that off there without wrecking the paper. Okay, now here's what we're going to do. Put your pencil here. Let's sharpen that again. Okay, here. Just like this. Now, see this? These two lines here? We're doing this one from here to here. Okay, might as well do that. Make it heavier. Okay, these are just the lines in which you're going to be cutting it. You don't have to be accurate to the billionth of an inch on that. See, I'm just lining that up with there. Now I'm going to go from here to here. Do that for all of them. Okay. Oh, that's easier. Don't have it taped down anymore. Okay. That. Just thought of a trick that I came up with to get to do the next set of these short ones, and I think you've seen that trick before. Instead of going through all this measuring hassle, because we got these down, we have something we could measure in between. Okay. One more. Just like that. Okay. Alrighty then. Take a scrap piece of paper. Gonna go like this and like that. Make a mark between the width of those. You gotta fold that to that. Okay. Let's see, how's that? Okay. Then do our. That gives you that line. Okay, and then what you do, line that up there, and make a check mark here, here. If it's off a little bit, it's okay. Just center it. Do what you have to do to center it. Yeah, this is much easier than going through all that calculator stuff, which I did on the test one. Boy, that one's really up, but just get it in between. Okay. Make a check mark. This is these slits that we're making here they're put in here to make that nozzle look like a rocket nozzle. It has curves to it, a specific shape, and this is one way to get that shape. Okay, now we take this. We're gonna come back down here to that. That's our reference thing there, and we're gonna make that line on that short one from here to that line. Okay, we get there. Okay, what I'm doing here is going to take longer to do than to assemble the whole doggone thing. Just like that. Good thing we have some music going. Yeah, here we go. Just trying to focus here. You could take your time, go slower, and make it more perfect. Yeah, these are just cut lines, reference lines. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, this will be the 5th cone that I've made. The other ones were just prototypes, making adjustments for the measurements and all of that. Okay, there we go. Now, these lines, it's easier to get rid of those right now. Okay, right on. Now we're gonna take our handy dandy X-Acto knife. All right, we're gonna cut this out. I'm gonna cut this one out first. Actually, I'm going to sloppily cut around this. That way the paper won't be in the way. Get rid of that. Okay, now this cut right here, go right down the center of that pencil line. If you're off on this, it won't fit right. Okay. Just like that. Getting better. This, get rid of that. Okay, this one's got to be cut accurate right down the middle of that pencil line. Okay. Whew. Ah, now this one. It's hard to see with that light with the shadow like that. Let's see, I'll turn it over. Oh, there we go. Yeah, I'm getting more coordinated. Look how fast I'm going. Yep, cut it right down the center of the pencil line. Hold your breath so you won't move. There we go. One more cut. This one here, you could do that one as sloppy as you want because that's just an overlap for the glue. There's that, there's that. Ah, beautiful. Now I can put this away. Put the cap back on so you won't impale yourself. All right. I don't know if you could see this or not. Let's see. I'm gonna try something. Move the camera a little bit. Okay. This is kind of tricky. I'm gonna go across that edge right here and draw it like that, okay? Keeping it nice and straight across there, okay? So here's what you can do. Kind of get it lined up like that. Start pushing down on it and draw it towards you and rotate it at the same time. This will make assembling this a lot easier. Might have to do this twice. Okay, this will get it started. There we go. All right, get our glue bottle out. Okay, and we'll move that back down here so it looks nice. Okay, it looks like I need a paper towel or something here. Boy, I opened that thing up and the air pressure outside changed. Come on. Okay, just a real light coat. Okay. Now, before that dries, we're going to put that on there, okay, and mount that right on top of that line, half the line showing, okay. This is the most important side, okay. Come on. Okay, try and manipulate it. Okay, I see a half a line there. Try and maintain that, and try not to bend the paper. Okay. Otherwise it'll be all lumpy. We don't want a lumpy cone. You have to make a whole new one. Okay. There's something a little bit off right there. So I could just trim that a little bit. No big deal. There we go. Okay, let's see. Now, before that completely dries, you take this and see how it fits on there. Oh yeah, perfect. Man. Okay, there's a little kink there. I'm gonna try and get that out. It's much easier to do that now than it will be when you get it on there. Because there's a double layer of paper here, so you gotta kind of screw with it a little bit. Keep it looking nice. Okay, boy, that looks really good. Okay, now we're gonna put this on here, just like that. Now we're gonna set this aside. Don't glue that on yet. Okay, and now what we need is our double laminated paper. Okay, and here are the dimensions. We're gonna cut this out. 980, okay, 0.98. Okay, wouldn't hurt to make that a little bigger, but I'm gonna see if this will come out perfectly. Out perfectly. Okay, 0.980. Okay, here's this. Just like that. 375. 375. Okay. Double check that. Okay. Put that back in the same hole. Make your mark there. Alrighty. Now, take your compass. Okay. Boy. Alright. Sharpen that. Doesn't take much. Okay, I'm gonna go and do the outside one first, just in case that thing moves. Okay, there we go. All right. Okay. Now, this one here, the 375. Yeah, right on. Okay. Now we take our handy dandy bulkhead cutting jig and we get our X-Acto knife out. God, what the hell is that? Okay. And we're gonna cut this out. Okay, right down the center of the pencil line. Don't cut it too small, but don't cut it too big either. It's just like, this is a little tricky. I have no idea what's going to happen when I drop this in there, but if it's too loose, then it's kind of hard to use the glue to fill the gaps up. Okay, right down the center of the line. Yeah, I'm getting better at doing this. When you get better, you can go quicker. Come on, get in there. Kind of makes your eyes go bugaboo a bit. Uh-huh. Okay. Alright. Alright, get rid of that. Now we're going to cut that inner circle out. Okay, you want to cut in such a way where this comes out neat. Okay, I'm rotating this X-Acto knife as I'm cutting down. See, I'm twisting it in my fingers. That makes it cut around a corner in a circle instead of having jagged edges. There we go. Get rid of that. All right. I'll put this back on there. There we go. And I'm gonna test. I'm gonna get this down. Drop that in there. Oh boy. Let's see. It's close, but no cigar. It's a little bit big. Now the problem with this is you got to be careful. I think it's big because some of the, if you look real close, I didn't cut it small enough, so I'm going to get all of that. You want to still see half that pencil line all the way around. Okay, there's a fat edge. Okay, there's another one right there. Just looking where I cut it too big. Okay. I still see the pencil line there. I'm going to go ahead, in my case, and just take that down far enough to remove all the pencil line. If you get this crooked, then it won't look so good in there. Okay, now I'm going to deburr it a little bit. Looks like a high spot right there. Deburr. Okay. Test fit this again. Boy, that's a precision fit. Mine came out perfect. Okay. Is that good? Oh boy. Okay, I think I got it. Okay, I'm just pushing down. Okay, gotta make sure that's down all the way around there. So it's lying on there nice and square. And you can tell by looking on the inside in there, that part right there, it should be lined up right perfectly. Okay. Okay, I think I need to still take a little bit more off of that. Okay, so I'm gonna have to try and be very careful. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I'd use the same number. 1, 2, 3. That way it'll take it down evenly all the way around. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 3. I do everything in threes and odd numbers, like 3s, 5, 7, 9. Okay. Okay, clean the edge up a little bit. Okay, let's see. I'll bet you that fits, drops in there perfectly now. Same old thing, make sure it's down all the way around. That means this will be square. Drop it in there. And he's got it. Okay. Tricky a little bit. Gonna make sure it's down all the way before you drop glue in there. Okay. I'm gonna get that down flat. And it's gotta be down on that right there. On that. Whoops, that's it. Knocked the hell out of it. Okay, start over again, kinda. Make sure that's down all the way. Okay. All right, now get this glue out. We're gonna draw a bead around there. Don't worry about that little dent up there. Now, careful you don't move that out of position. Make a little weld. What is this? Ugh, I do need a paper towel. Okay. There we go. We do our famous welding routine. I don't know if you're getting this at all. Yeah, most of that, when it dries, it'll all just disappear. Hopefully, it'll leave a little bit of weld-style texture in the glue. When we shoot a little primer in there, it'll show and it'll look like something that was welded in there. That's why I called it welding. Around. There we go. I see a hole there. Come on, fill it. There we go. Now I'm going to double check this. Make sure it's down all the way. Make sure when you look in there, it's dead center on that other ring that's in there, okay? Down, down, flat. Okay, pretty doggone good. Now I'm going to set this for a couple of minutes. Oh, get my paper towel. I've been crying about that. I'm going to wipe that off of there. Put the lid back on. Get rid of some of this. Oh, okay. Get rid of that. Okay. Now this thing is beginning to look like something. Okay, hopefully that sets. Usually it takes 20 seconds for this white glue to set. Set that aside. Don't need this anymore. Okay, let's get rid of this. All right. It's coming along. Okay. Give it a couple minutes. About to edit this out. Okay. All right, we can edit this part out. Okay, let's see if I could center this a little bit better. Okay, let me move that over. Boy, I'll tell you what, I don't like the way that looks. Okay, move that back in the middle so you can see what the heck's going on. Okay, now here's what we're gonna do. Gonna take this and pull this off. Not all, you don't have to pull it all. Yeah, we'll pull it all the way off. Careful you don't mess with that in there if it's still a little damp. Now here's what we're gonna do. Gonna put a bead of glue. Notice where I'm putting it. Okay, I'm not putting it on the inside in there. Okay, like this. Like that. Hopefully that don't squish through. Okay, and then I'm gonna put a bead of glue a little bit thicker right here. Okay, set that aside, stick this back on there, rotate it. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. Down, rotate it as it's going down. Okay, and then remove the excess. Something stretched there I could see. Okay, there we go. When it's wet, it stretches. Yeah, don't try and get the glue on that bayonet part of it, otherwise you'll glue those together. Okay, and then what we're gonna do is just push that down gently. Okay, now what you want to do is look in there and center that. You could tell, that's why we made that hole a little bit bigger than what was in there. And what this should do is square up that nozzle perfectly. Okay, you don't have a lot of time to mess with. I'm tilting it this way so I can look at it. It needs to go that way slightly. Pushing down. Okay. I'm trying to center that perfect as I can get it. Okay, see what we got there. You can see, it all depends on the angle. You can see that ring is centered as good as you could possibly get it in there like that. Okay, give this a little final wipe here. Okay, Now turn it over like that and gently push down. Okay, for just a couple of seconds. Now I'm gonna turn it around and double check. Okay, it stayed perfect. I just want to make sure that that cone is down all the way. Okay, and then we're gonna set it and let that dry until it sets up. Yeah, look at that, huh? Pretty nifty. This next step, I don't know about you guys, but I think that shape of that cone looks a little funky, so that's why we got to do this tedious step on the next one. Get some of the excess glue off of here, and like this, like that. Okay, I still have the rocket engine in there too. You could see it. Gives it a little bit of weight. When we take that out of there, it'll be like, wow, this piece we just made, it doesn't weigh anything hardly. And that's what we got to do, is keep it nice. Keep it nice and square. Okay. I think, okay, it might be set up enough. Give it a few more seconds, won't hurt. In your case, you could just set it down and go for lunch or something and then come back. Me, I'm filming. Okay, now here's what we're gonna do next. We're gonna cut. Oh, you know what I didn't do? Yeah, I forgot that. Here you go, guys. There's those other lines we got to put in there, okay? Let's see what that was. I'm going to have to do this the hard way. Okay, what's the big ones? 3, 1, 2. Okay, so kind of come over here. Point. That can't be right. Okay, see that? Okay. Yeah, I see it. You can see me making a repair here. Here we go. Okay, 0.031. Okay, that's going to be that real small one across all of there. That's typical. Now, where's the big one? There it is. This one. That one's correct. Okay. 0.62. What is that? A 1/16 of an inch? Okay. Man, this is, it's important. Don't make this big. If you make it too big, then you're gonna have the weirdest looking cone you ever saw. I'm gonna just make me a little template. Should have did this before I assembled that on there. It'd have been a lot easier. Okay. Okay, now I gotta do this the hard way. Let's round that paper a little bit. Okay, I'm gonna make this mark. Okay. Oh, this isn't gonna be any fun. Okay, there's that one. On all the big ones. Had to have been 16. Okay, there we go. All right, see those little marks. Now, in my case, I don't know if I could draw a straight line on there. I'll try one. That overlap. Oh my God. Okay. God, I've got to be getting close. There we go. Okay, now I got those reference lines on there. Now, what you're gonna do is take your scissors and cut right up to that line on all of those, right down the center of the pencil line. Okay, just like that. You might want to kind of pay attention to how I'm cutting that with the scissors. If you look at the very top of the scissors, I'm positioning that right in the right place, so when I finally squeeze down, like right there, come on, right there, it goes right up to that line. This is a little easier than when I was drawing those lines that I forgot to draw on there. Just like that. Come on. Just like that. Time to check that battery. This is at the edge of that overlap. That one's a little tricky. Jeez. Okay, there we go. Oh, let me get that little paper off of there. Now for the tricky part. Check the battery. Yeah, it's time to change the battery. Okay, get rid of this. All right, batteries are changed. Now for the tricky part. This is where I should have those goggles, man. Okay, which one do I want to do first? Okay. Let's see. Need a gluer. Okay. Another scrap. Let's get some glue on here. Okay. All right, let's make a gluer. That's it, knock it off the table. Okay. Now. Okay, get a good piece of glue on there, okay? And here's what you're gonna do, okay? Bend that one down like that. That way you could see what happened to it. Now I can get glue under the edge of that. Okay. Once you know it, I got the glue on the wrong side. It's got to be on this side. Oops. That deserves a sound effect. Okay, here we go. Good thing I didn't glue that together. Okay, here we go with that. The overlap, as you can see, the line is there, so I got to go on this side. Okay, I want to get glue on the edge of that underneath there, all the way down. Okay, now you start down here at this end, and you kind of bend it in, and you look down at this end, Okay, try and do this in such a way where it's going to lay down straight all the way across and not warp it or anything. Okay, I'm gently just getting it to go down. That was a good one. You can see what we got here. A couple of seconds. Now we're going to do the opposite side. Okay, you got your overlap line there. So I'm going to tweak this a little bit like that. Don't kink the paper, but I need a little bit of space. Just like that. There we go. See that space? Not outer space. This will allow me to get this gluer in there. Okay. Now, right here. Okay, right here, just like this. Take the start up there, work my way down there, and then draw it out like that. Okay. See how it works this way. Try slightly different things. Okay, that looks like I can do this a little bit better. Okay, that didn't work out too good. Okay, I don't want no bumps in this thing. Keep it flat. That glue. Ooh, that's another good one. You can see, barely see that tick mark up there. And this isn't too bad. Okay, like that. Now we got, let's see, where's that? We got this one, we got that one. Let's get this one here. Just kind of go opposite sides. Now bend that, don't kink it. It'll make one hell of an ugly mark. Keep an eye out on my glue area here. Okay. Get glue on the gluer, like that. And I'm gonna just, almost too much glue, get some up here. Draw that down here like that. Yeah, this is tedious, isn't it? Okay, looking for my mark. I'm gluing that on top of that line I made. Kind of tricky to do this without the glue. Okay, I don't see any line up here, so adjust it slightly. There we are. Whew. Okay, got this one. Where is it? Okay, I gotta come over here and do one of these. The opposite of that one's glued. This one here. Tweak that one. There we go. Get some glue on the gluer. This is exciting, isn't it? It's tedious. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I like doing it this way. Okay, so I can see what the heck I'm doing. So you guys can see what the heck I'm doing. Okay, I can see that line. Okay. All right. It sets pretty quickly. I got this one, I got that one, I got this one, I got that one. Okay. Pick one. Pick one, any old one. Okay, I'll just pick this one. Just like that. This. Draw glue on there. Okay, just like that. Get glue underneath there. Okay. Yeah. Goes another car crash, huh? Thing is to get that on there. And it's lying flat and not warped Don't want a warped cone. Okay. And I can just barely see that line on there. Okay. Which one's next? I got that one, I got that one. Got this one. What do we say? Yeah, heck with it. Let's do this one because it already wants to give me that little gap there. Okay, glue on here is drying. Okay. Got to be sometimes quick because the glue dries fast. Okay. That wasn't too bad. Okay, I see one over here I can do. Alright. It gets a little trickier the closer we get to the end of this. Okay, there's my gap. Get some more glue on there. Okay. Okay. There's that one. I'm gonna try and make this as perfect as possible. There we go. No such thing as perfect, but you gotta make it as good as you possibly can. There's a little one here. Let's do this one next. Oh boy, almost kinked it. I did kink it. More work to do, straightening it out. Get more glue on that gluer. Okay. All right. Yeah, try and start it down here at the bottom and then bend it in from the bottom first to get it started. That'll give you the best chance of getting this down in the correct position. Looking for that center of that line. Okay. Oh boy, see it kind of got weirded out there. Pull that apart, start over again, make it flat. Must be some kind of a jig I can make that I could glue that down. Good. Whew. Oh my God. Yes, my son. Okay, now we're gonna start gluing the bigger flaps. We got 2x2s on there now. Some more glue. The stuff that's already on there is too dry to work with. Okay. Here to here, like that. Wipe the gluer off. Come in here and just do the same thing. Start from the bottom. Pinch it off. Try and get it to lay flat. I'm pinching it. Hopefully the glue will set. Ooh, that's a good one. Okay, go to the opposite side. Ah, yeah, after today we're gonna have something. Don't put too much glue on there, because if you put too much glue on there, you'll won't be able to use it quick enough. You'll be wasting it. You don't want to waste. Okay, wipe that gluer off. Okay. Okay, start from the bottom again. I'm pinching it, and hopefully I could get that to lay down flat right on top of that line. Okay. Oh yeah, pretty good. Okay, give it a few seconds. Come over here and do this one. This one is the thicker paper, so it's gonna be, you gotta round it a little bit more. Give it a little help. Okay. Whew. Okay, is that glue still good? Nope. See, that glue just, it's getting hot in here. Okay. Just like that. Huh. Okay. All this breath holding. Whew. Okay. There's a small one I forgot. Okay. Oh God. Okay. Get this where I'll sit down there correctly. There we go. Ah, shoot, that didn't go on there right. Come on, get the glue on there even. Okay, ready? Good. Getting there. Okay. Sometimes I don't know if I'm getting this thing out of the camera. Funny. Hey, what's that guy doing? Can't see what he's doing. Hopefully I'm trying to do the best I can to keep this in the center of the camera, because I'm trying to focus on what I'm doing here. There we go. Okay, I'll do that one next. Ooh, we got 3 this time. Okay. Just trying to, I didn't put more glue in that bottle, so it makes it more difficult to get out. Draw a bead of glue on there, on the gluer. Come over here. There's the biggest amount of glue, so I want to start there. And then just draw it. The bottom first. Keep an eye on that tick mark up there on the top. Make sure it goes down flat. Okay. 2 more. Then we got like, what, 32 of them to do on the next round. I don't know if I'm gonna film all of that. It'll take like frickin' forever. Okay, take note of what I'm doing here, because the other one, it's the same thing but many more. Okay. Just like that. Now, where's there another one? Yeah, right here. All right, come on, get on there. Okay. All right. Get better at this. Start at the bottom. One more time. Work your way up. Keep an eye on that tick mark at the other end. Right there. As you're going up. Make sure you get that to lay down. Right in the middle. Ooh, I do have another one. Very consuming. Maybe while you're doing this, you can watch a YouTube video or have a couple of beers. I don't know. whatever floats your boat. Whatever it takes to get the job done. Okay, get that over here. Yeah, I'm nervous trying to get this done fast and do it right. It makes you shake. Okay. Ta-da. There we go. Okay, good. That part's done. Let that dry for a little bit. Clean your gluer. I'm gonna put the lid on there. Last time it kind of dried on there. Now you can see the cone is starting to take shape. I don't know if you can see that or not. It's gonna really look good when we get those other ones. Okay, let's see how many of those. It looks like 32, huh? Okay, get that down. As you can see, those cuts were cut up there just before it got down into that bulkhead, which makes life a little easier than trying to do that cutting past there. You don't want to do that. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. Holy shit. Okay, now what we're going to do is the same thing here. As you can see, some of these are not on center. Okay, that one's off a little bit, so I can just fudge. See that? I don't know if you can see that. Okay. That one's way off, so I'm gonna just try and make your cuts center the darn things. Okay. And again, I didn't mark those. The other cones, I was able to kind of eyeball that in there. Boy, if I had the marks on there. Yep, it's getting hot in here. I don't know why they came out a little crooked. It has something to do with gluing on the overlaps. So get them close as you can. Yeah, time consuming. Yeah, you thought the last round took a while to do. This is going to take a long time to do. So I'm not going to film at all. Otherwise you'll have a 4-hour video or something. Just like that. One more. There we go. Boy, this is going to take a while. I'm going to pause this video. I'll do a couple of those, and then I'll pause the video and just do them all. Holy mackerel. Now what I'm going to do on here, I'm going to eyeball that, but what I'm going to do when I glue those, I'm going to just barely overlap it. Okay, just barely. Because it's... Okay, there's that one. Same thing. Get that off of there. Get your gluer. I'll just do 2 of those, pause the video, and then come back. Who knows how long. Okay. Oh boy, okay, just like that. Okay, whatever way you go, you got to do it the same on every side. See that? It's like a 32nd of an inch. Okay, rotate it around. Let's see, I'm gonna go the same way as I did on the other one. I gotta do this 32 times. Oh no, Mr. Bill. No! Yes. Okay, get glue underneath that. Okay, I'm just looking at the edge of the paper and I want, this is so little of an overlap you can't even hardly see it. It's like barely an overlap. Okay, this one here. I'll do 2 more and then bug out until I'm done. Okay. Let's see, get that on there. All right. Which one was it? Was it that one? Nope. Jeez, I got lost. It's right there. Okay, the overlap, ever so small. Like that. Okay. Rotate it over here, pick one. This is tedious, but when you're all done, you'll see how worth it is, because you'll have something that really looks cool. Okay. Right here. One thing's for sure, you don't need as much glue on these. They're shorter. Okay, I'm gonna just, you know what a 30th of a second looks like, and that's all you need. Okay. All right, I'm gonna pause the video here. Whew. Yep, this kind of looks like a feather duster. All right, see you in a couple seconds. All right, we're back. That took about a half an hour to get to this point. I left one left. Okay, let's bend this in. That. Boy. Okay, get some glue on that, get some glue underneath that. Get it all the way across there. All right, barely do my overlap. I've just been overlapping those just ever so slightly. That. Gotta keep your fingers moving so the glue won't stick to it. Okay. Now, I'm gonna double check, make sure I got them all. See what I'm doing. I'm not pushing hard. I mean, it's obvious if you missed one. Okay. Let one of those stand. Let's see. Let's set that aside. Clean the glue thing off of there. It looks like it's all recording. Yeah. And this is what we end up with. Yeah, it looks a little cockeyed. That's why we got to, you know, straighten it out. Okay, now let's just make sure it's all glued down all the way around there. Okay, you want to let this sit long enough. Okay, let's play around just a little bit and try and straighten this thing out a little bit, just for now. Get the worst spots. Tweak it. Make it look better. Okay, that one there, we gotta bend that one back the other way a little bit. Yeah, like that. That one too. Just tweaking it. Bend this one back. That's where that double, is that one coming apart? Not enough. Okay, that's good enough for right now. Now, what we're gonna do is take this glue, shake it. What we're gonna do on the inside here, we're gonna draw a bead of glue across every one of those joints. Just get it close, because we're gonna just spread that. Just be kind of fast. Okay. Okay. As you can see, I'm not being real perfect about it, and you'll find out why. It's not necessary. Don't go slow on this, because right now as I'm doing this, the glue is drying. Just get them on there quick as possible. Okay, across each of those joints. Okay, and you should have something like that. Okay, now you just take your finger, start from the back and pull out. Like that, spreading the glue, and the thickest glue obviously is going to go over the joints. And doing this, you're going to coat the whole inside with glue. This will give it some added strength. Okay, there we go. And there we go. Okay, now you're going to let that dry. Oh, where's my paper towel? I'll have to get another one, man. I lost it. Oh, there it is. Paper towel. Wipe your fingers off. Okay. And pretty much that's it. Okay. After this is dried completely, then you go back in here and shape this a little bit better. You know, try and get this round as possible, which I will show you on the next video. See, there's some sharp points there that's just like got a mind of its own. Okay, I'm gonna just set this aside and just let it dry. So this is what we got. It's not absolutely perfect yet because of all the glue and the slop and the stuff, but when we get it shaped, and when it's finally done, it'll be pretty doggone good. All right, and we got this here, like this. Let's see, there we go. There's the motor. That's what all this looks like. Motor goes in there. This goes in there on that alignment mark, and then rotate it, and that locks it in place. Wow, this is cool. Get this back on. Clean the end of that. Okay. Okay. All right. There we go. There, I just take some shots, different angles of it. Like that. Like that. Still wet, man. And then whatever areas on here are not stuck, just repair it. Just like that. When this is all dry, you want to take a like 360 or something and then go over that on the outside just to smooth it off a little bit. Pretty much that's it. All right, how does that look? All gluey in there. All right then, hope you enjoyed this build. This was a bit tedious. Yeah, I'm still waiting for mine to dry. Maybe tomorrow or something when this is completely dry, what you do is you take this in here and shape it with your fingers. The paper will bend a bit and this and that. And get it looking as good as you can. Right now it's all soft, so you can't really work with it that much. Yeah, look at that, huh? Yeah, it's just like that. Okay, and rotate it. Ah, there we go. Yep, there's the rocket engine nozzle bayonet mount system. Yeah, after today, the build now is going to go a lot faster because all the things that we're going to do from now on are going to be pretty easy. But there you go. The only thing that needs to be done now is a little shaping after the glue's dry. Can't do it when it's wet. But that didn't come out too bad. Yeah. Yeah. Put that away. Set this aside and let it dry. Yeah, another advantage of those cuts and splices on here is when you get it painted and all that, it'll give you a little texture and detail to that cone, which is an added bonus of coolness. Yeah, I don't know what else to say. Next week, I think what we're going to do is build all those motor tubes. Yeah, the motor tubes. And after that, we'll install all those centering rings that we made. Still got those between the blocks. Anyway, it's getting real hot in here. If you enjoyed this video, please smash that like button, hit the subscribe button, give it a thumbs up, anything you want, whatever. And hope to see you next week to continue this build of the big one. This is Gadget Man 369 signing off.